At
Our
87,
community
Morgan Freeman
lost
has
a
finally
giant.
spoken out about his longtime
And
friend,
I lost.
Gene Hackman, and what he revealed will leave you speechless. For decades, Freeman remained silent about their bond, but why? Was there something hidden beneath their friendship? And why did Gene Hackman suddenly vanish from Hollywood? Their story is one of admiration, talent, and mystery. As we uncover the truth behind one of Hollywood's most iconic friendships, we also hear Freeman's emotional farewell to a legend. Morgan Freeman and Gene Hackman were not just two of Hollywood's greatest actors, they shared a unique bond built on mutual respect and talent. Their paths crossed at a time when both were fighting to establish themselves in an industry that often overlooked them. Freeman, known for his calm, authoritative presence, and Hackman, famous for his intense, emotionally charged performances, were two very different actors. Yet, their shared dedication to their craft brought them together. Their first major collaboration came in Unforgiven, a film that would go on to win multiple Academy Awards and cement their legacy. On set, their chemistry was undeniable, with each actor bringing something distinct to the screen. Despite their differences in style, they found a way to complement each other, creating some of the most powerful moments in cinematic history. But as the years passed, their careers took different turns. Freeman continued to thrive in Hollywood, taking on roles that showcased his wisdom and gravitas, while Hackman chose to step away from the spotlight. Though they shared moments of success, their paths eventually diverged, leaving many to wonder, what happened between them? And why did Freeman stay silent for so long? For decades, Gene Hackman was a dominant force in Hollywood, delivering powerful performances in films that became instant classics. But in the early 2000s, he made a decision that shocked both his fans and the industry. He walked away from Hollywood without any grand farewell. Unlike many actors who slowly fade from the screen, Hackman disappeared almost overnight, refusing interviews and declining any return offers. Speculation about his retirement ran wild. Some believed he had grown tired of the industry, while others suspected health concerns played a role. Unlike Morgan Freeman, who continued to embrace the spotlight, Hackman seemed determined to live a quiet, private life away from the cameras. He settled in Santa Fe, New Mexico, where he focused on writing and personal projects, leaving behind a career that most actors could only dream of. Despite his absence, Hackman's impact on Hollywood never faded. His performances remained legendary, and fans continued to wonder, why did he leave so suddenly? And why did Morgan Freeman never speak about his old friend's departure? It wasn't until now that Freeman finally broke his silence, revealing the truth behind Hackman's mysterious exit from the industry. For years, Morgan Freeman remained quiet about Gene Hackman's unexpected departure from Hollywood. While many speculated about the reasons behind Hackman's retirement, Freeman never publicly addressed the subject, until now. At the 97th Academy Awards, held on March 2, 2025, Freeman took the stage to pay tribute to his longtime friend. His words were filled with deep respect and emotion, capturing the essence of Hackman's legacy. Freeman described Hackman as a man who never chased fame, but instead, chased the truth in every role he played. He went on to share personal stories from their time together, highlighting Hackman's dedication, his intensity, and the rare talent that made him one of Hollywood's greatest actors. The audience sat in silence as Freeman spoke, his voice carrying the weight of years of unspoken admiration. It was a rare moment, one that not only honored Hackman's legacy but also revealed the depth of their friendship. Freeman's words made it clear, despite the years of separation, the bond between these two legends had never truly faded. One of the most defining moments of Morgan Freeman and Gene Hackman's careers came in 1992 with the release of Unforgiven. Directed by Clint Eastwood, this gritty western was more than just another movie, it was a masterpiece that redefined the genre. The film won multiple Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and remains one of the most celebrated films in Hollywood history. In Unforgiven, Morgan Freeman played Ned Logan, the loyal friend and former outlaw, while Gene Hackman took on the role of Little Bill Daggett, a ruthless and corrupt sheriff. Their on-screen dynamic was electric, with Freeman's quiet strength clashing against Hackman's intense and menacing performance. Behind the scenes, both actors brought their unique styles, Freeman's calm, calculated approach and Hackman's deep, emotionally charged method acting. Though their characters were adversaries on screen, their mutual respect for each other's craft was undeniable. Many believe Unforgiven was the peak of their collaboration, a film that showcased their individual strengths while creating one of the most memorable rivalries in cinema. But despite the film's success, it would also mark the last time the two legends worked together. The question remained, why did they never reunite for another project? And was there more to their separation than the public ever knew? Despite their undeniable chemistry on screen and mutual respect as actors, Morgan Freeman and Gene Hackman never collaborated again after Unforgiven. Many fans wondered why. Was it simply a matter of career choices, or was there a deeper reason behind their growing distance? Some reports suggest that Hackman's increasing frustration with Hollywood played a role. Unlike Freeman, who embraced the evolving nature of the industry, Hackman became disillusioned with the film business. He often spoke about how he disliked the pressures of fame and the constant demands of being in the spotlight. This growing disconnect with Hollywood may have contributed to his withdrawal, not just from the industry, but also from his professional relationships. Freeman, on the other hand, continued to thrive, taking on major roles and staying active in Hollywood. Their paths naturally diverged, with Freeman remaining a highly sought-after actor while Hackman chose to step away from it all. Over time, the distance between them became more than just professional, it became personal. But despite their years apart, there was never any public feud, no harsh words exchanged. Instead, it was a silent drifting, the kind that happens when two people, no matter how close they once were, find themselves on different journeys. Freeman never spoke about it, until now. And as he finally opened up, his words carried a sense of both admiration and regret. As Gene Hackman stepped away from Hollywood, he embraced a quiet and private life in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Far from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, he spent his final years focusing on personal passions, including writing and painting. Unlike many retired actors who make occasional appearances, Hackman chose complete silence, refusing interviews and declining any offers to return to the screen. His absence left a void in the film industry, with many wondering why one of the greatest actors of his generation chose to disappear. Meanwhile, Morgan Freeman continued to build his legacy, starring in films and taking on new projects. Though they no longer shared the same world, Freeman never forgot his old friend. When news of Hackman's passing broke, Freeman's response was heartfelt and powerful. He reflected on Hackman's impact, not just as an actor but as a person. Gene never cared about the fame, he cared about the work. And that's why we will never forget him. His words carried a deep sense of admiration, but also a bittersweet acknowledgement of time lost. Though their paths had diverged, Freeman's tribute made one thing clear: the bond they shared was never truly broken. As Morgan Freeman reflected on his friendship with Gene Hackman, his words carried more than just admiration, they carried a message about time, legacy, and the fleeting nature of life. He spoke about how Hackman's choice to step away from Hollywood was not a sign of weakness but rather a testament to his integrity. Unlike many, Hackman walked away on his own terms, refusing to let the industry define his final years. Freeman acknowledged that, despite their differences, Hackman was one of the most genuine and dedicated actors he had ever worked with. His tribute wasn't just about honoring a legend, it was a reminder that true talent never fades, even if the person chooses to leave the spotlight. In closing, Freeman left fans with a powerful thought: legends like Gene Hackman don't just disappear. They live on through their work, their influence, and the memories they leave behind. His words served as both a farewell and a celebration of Hackman's lasting impact on cinema. Though their time together was brief in Hollywood's vast history, their friendship left an indelible mark, one that will be remembered for years to come.